Hello there, Cancers. Welcome to your tarot reading. So the first message out for you here is they mentioned some delays when it comes to money. I feel like there are two sources of money that you're waiting on. So the first thing seems to me like there's going to be a little bit of delay. It's coming. I feel like the time of Scorpio. So that's going to be, when the sun is in the constellation of Scorpio, the end of October, moving into November. I feel like that's when the situation is going to clear up. For others of you, I feel like there's financial entanglements here with a fire sign, Sagittarius, Aries, or Leo. And I feel like there is some go back and forth energy between you and this person to extract your income or to extract, your financial, to square away the financial situation. I'm also sensing as well, for many of you, this is like opportunities for new work. I feel new work coming in, either like a side gig that you're doing project-based, income generating activities that you're doing. I feel like you might have rendered your services and now you're writing up the contracts, you're writing up the receipts, and you're trying to get the payment from clients or from like an organization or from an institution. So that money is going to be coming through. I feel like from the tail end of October moving into November. And so there are a lot of, just things that you need to wrap up and contracts that needs to be finalized and decisions that need to be made here, especially if you are dealing with a fire sign. Okay, so I feel like financial assets needs to be extracted between you and this person. They're not available when you call them. I do see like a lot of phone tagging happening with this person. And I also feel like you might have some hostilities with them. So then things are done via text messages in a very passive aggressive manner. And they're not very straightforward with you as to, what you need to do, how you need to approach this situation. So overall, their communication is not very consistent. Okay. In terms of the career and the work sector, they're saying here, waiting for things to finalize. So waiting for, decisions from higher ups as to whether or not you're getting a job, you're getting a specific job, or you're being signed on for a contract or for a long-term basis. So it could be waiting for them to renew your contract, waiting for interview opportunities, which I feel is going to be coming through, and then waiting for them to get their act together to finalize the candidates that they want on their team, and then calling back and, following up with them. So if you are waiting, I feel like the best course of action for you is to be a little bit more proactive about this rather than waiting for them. If you've had the interview, rather than waiting for them to finalize things, I feel like it's important for you to be the one to reach out and to tell them, hey, I interview and I'm just following up, and, as well, trying to squeeze in the fact that you want to thank them for taking the time to interview you, and, that you're still interested and you're still waiting for their feedback. Okay. So I feel like rather than just waiting on it, it's better from your end to take the initiative to contact them. Okay. I'm also feeling as well for many of you, they mentioned there's going to be a lot of gigs, a lot of projects, a lot of little things you can do on the side coming through, like from what I'm seeing is like from friends. Okay. There's a lot of networking. There's a lot of professional contacts that can be gained through getting in touch with your friends, having them, introduce you to a specific person so that you can get things going. So if you're working on a client basis, I feel like, through word of mouth, through mutual acquaintances, you're going to be able to gain a lot of traction in your professional life, and you're going to be able to gain a lot of visibility through friendships. I do feel as well, they mentioned like financial arrangement as it comes to, as it relates to like custody issue. And I also feel some money leaving your hands. Either you have to pay back a debt, student loans come to mind. Either you had to pay back somebody from the past. That also comes to mind. And I also feel like financial dealings as it comes to your health. So you might have to expend a little bit of money in order to take care of some, past health issues or some existing, chronic health issues. I also feel that coming through from family members as well. Somebody might be feeling under the weather. They're not able to pay for the medical expenses, and they might reach out to you for financial assistance. So I feel like, things that are either loaned away will be coming back to you, or things that you have loaned somebody, I feel like it's going to come back to them. Okay, so a lot of financial issues being squared away, which I feel is good, or at least there's going to be the emergence of conversations related to finances that needs to be squared away, that needs to be kind of like just finalized, and so that you both can have the closure that you need. I'm feeling many of you are thinking heavily about, not so much like setting down roots, but I do feel that traveling and just constantly being on the go is taking its toll on you. So once again, just try to take the time off to yourself, spend time alone. I do feel as well, many of you are thinking about upgrading to a new car, or, relinquishing your vehicle because you might feel like you don't need it anymore. You might be in a city where public transportation is, highly developed. So you feel like, well, maybe I'll just get rid of the car, start biking. It'll be good for my health, or start walking to work. It'll be good for my health. So there's a lot of downsizing, I feel, that is happening in your life. You're feeling like you don't want to be burdened with so many things, so many objects, so many superfluous, things in your environment. So downsizing when it comes to property, downsizing when it comes overall to vehicles, and downsizing when it comes to, work expectations. Okay. So things are definitely narrowing down for you guys for the next 2 weeks. And I feel like the major theme is for you to make a move. So don't wait on decisions from other people. Be on the forefront of it. Show them your initiative. Show them, how proactive, how driven and ambitious you are. Because I feel like that's going to set you apart from the other candidates. If you are trying to win over a client, if you're trying to win over a job position, or getting like a pay increase or whatever it is, try to, take the first step, rather than just waiting around, because people are really going to drag their feet, and it's going to be in your best interest to be on the forefront of that. Okay. So one last thing that I am feeling here, and they mention here being far away from family. So being far away from family. So I don't know where you are living, most of you Cancerian people, but there's this element here about, feeling a little bit homesick, wanting to return back to your clan. Even though your family environment might have a lot of problems, I feel like, there's a lot of, they say like riffraff, so there might have been a lot of just ideological, philosophical differences between you and family members, and I feel for many of you siblings. But there's this sense of loyalty that you have to your family, and so I feel like if you are living far away from them, there's a sense of like, when you were young, there's a sense of like wanting to escape, but now as you get older, you're just like, I want to have that sense of family again. So I do see that element coming through, and I feel like it's a very transitory, element. It's like nostalgia, it's homesickness that's coming in, but I feel like the reality of it was that home environment might not have been the best for you. So staying away, I feel like might be actually better for your emotional health. It's better for your emotional well-being, and it's better for your own sense of independence. Okay, so that's all I have for you here, Cancers. Take care of yourself. I'll be back in October for the monthly reading. I wish you all the best. Okay, so lay low and take proper care of your health. Okay, bye bye.